So I've given tours of my gardens, and I often get people asking, Ray, how do you keep those gardens so weed free? Well, I'll show you how I keep my garden as weed free as I possibly can. So come with me. And we are in my carrot and onion garden, and we recently had some rain. And you can see that the weeds are starting to come up in between the rows. So what I first like to do is what I call fussy weeding. So I get on the ground and I kind of just scooch down, and in between like the onions or in the carrots, I'll pull any weeds that are really close to those. And then I go through with my hula hoe that it has like a stirrup on it, and I'll show you how I do that. But first, I'll show you how I fussy weed these gardens. Okay, so you can see we've had quite a bit of rain and the weeds are just coming up like crazy. So I usually just sit on the ground. It's very relaxing. And I'll weed the ones that are really close to my plants. So I call it fussy weeding. And then I just scooch down and I keep going, and I just get the ones that are like really close to my plants. You can see my onions are doing really nice. See how the onions are growing on top of the soil? When you plant your onions, you want to make sure you plant them shallow, and you want them to grow like this because you will get a larger onion. You don't want the bulb to be submerged down into the dirt. So that's just a little tip. But anyway, so I go through and I just go down the aisle and I just fussy pick out the weeds that are really close to here. Because when I hula hoe, I don't want to have to go in here, and I don't want to nick one of my onions or one of my other plants. So I will do that, and then I'll show you how I hula hoe. Okay, so when you're all done fussy weeding, then it's time for the hula hoe. So like I said, the hula hoe has like this little metal stirrup, and it rattles. It's supposed to be a little loose like that. And basically, if you want to come and look up close, see these weeds here, you just take this and it kind of goes underneath the root and pulls it. So now these will just lay on top of the soil. They'll dry up, decay, and die, and then the weeds will be gone. So I'm going to start on this end and go up and down the rows. And then also my son will start on the other end and we'll meet in the middle. So you can see that didn't take too much time at all, and you can see some of the dead weeds laying on the ground, which I think is fine, unless there's seeds or flower heads. Then I would remove them. Otherwise, I just leave them go, and then the sun will shrivel them up and they'll just decay into the soil. So it looks really good. Nice job. Okay, so I also have this mini hula hoe, and this is really nice for getting in between some of your plants if there's a little bit wider space, but you don't want to use the bigger hula hoe and you don't want to fussy weed it. I'll show you how I do this. So if you come down here, you can just get down here and swoosh it around like you would the big hula hoe, and it'll pretty much take out all the weeds. So this little thing is very, very handy. And that's how I keep my garden as weed-free as possible. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what other type of videos you would like to see from the homestead. Thanks for watching.